What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Eden, and if you're new here, we're doing a whole series on creating habits that are sustainable and that will stick with you for a lifetime. So I already posted one video before. You can go ahead and check that out, and I'll put a link for that in the description as well. And today is going to be part 2, and I actually have, I think, 2 or 3 main points that I want to talk about in this part of creating habits. I actually wrote it down in my journal yesterday, so I'm going to open that up and I'm going to read you what I got. And also, if you're new here, I would love it if you join the family and hit that little subscribe button. On this channel, we talk a lot about health and wellness, veganism, and topics related to the vegan community, how to manifest the life that you want, and basically how to reconnect to your inner self and become the best version of yourself that you can be. Alright guys, so today I am just sitting here in the balcony in my backyard. I just made myself a bomb smoothie bowl. And I'm also sipping on some mushroom, like a mushroom coffee drink that I made. And it's not for Sigmatic, but one of the health food stores by my house, they had a mushroom blend of reishi, chaga, and lion's mane. And when I was drinking the coffee there, it just made me feel really calm and relaxed and focused. And so I ended up buying the mushroom blend and adding it to my own coffee drinks because I'm definitely saving a lot more money in the long run. But I wanted to do a little bit of research as to like why is this, like, we've all heard a lot about how mushrooms are good, but why are they good and what does each one do? So I'm actually going to talk about that a little bit in a minute. But for now, let's get into it. So for those of you who've watched my video prior to this one, you know that the routine that I'm trying to get back in the habit of doing and the habit that I'm trying to create is doing yoga more often, because I did it for about a month straight, loved it, loved every minute of it, but then the second that I stopped doing it, I fell out of the habit. And that's, you know, the main reason of that is because I didn't do it long enough to actually create a sustainable habit to do it when there's no one else doing it with me. So finding the motivation to push myself to do it just wasn't happening, even if I did experience some great benefits from it. What I'm doing this time around is I'm trying to basically force myself to do it until I figure out what works as far as habit forming and what doesn't work. And I'm going to give you guys my tips along the way, because this is something that I'm figuring out along the way too. And so here is a realization that I came to yesterday that I'm going to share with you today. So I'm strictly going to be reading this from my journal for the first and second parts, just because the way that I wrote it, I got so into it, and I just don't want to miss anything out. And if I have anything to add in between, I'll let you know. So here it is. So my next tip, I would say, because number 1 was in the last video, is wake up earlier. And yes, it will suck at first, and I know that we've heard this everywhere before. Some of the most successful people in the world wake up extremely early. If you ever look up anything about the habits that they have, there's a reason for that. So wake up earlier. Yes, it will suck at first, but if you've ever seen people incorporate this practice in their life, they begin to adjust within a few days, which is true for me. For about 2 or 3 weeks now, I've been waking up on the days that I don't work late. I've been waking up at 5:30 in the morning and going to the gym right when I wake up. The first thing I do when I get up is I put on my gym clothes, take my supplements, vitamins for the day, whatever, and I go to the gym. What I used to do was wake up at around 8 a.m., then go to the gym. By the time I got back, it was already noon, and I started to question, why is time going by so fast? Why do I not have enough time to get shit done throughout the day? And then I stumbled upon a video of somebody else who started waking up earlier and talked about how it was changing their life. So that's something I decided to incorporate in my own life, and let me tell you that when I wake up at 8 a.m. now, it's kind of weird. Like, I don't like doing it. I don't like feeling lazy, and I actually enjoy waking up early when the sun is rising. There's just so much more time in the day. Anyways, so they begin to adjust within a few days. If that's not fast enough for someone, I don't know what is. Not only will you grow excited to wake up early and accomplish more, but you are also creating 2 habits. The habit of waking up early and the habit of whatever practice you choose to do during that time. So no, I didn't do yoga in that specific time, even though the day before that I did. Right now, what I'm doing when I wake up is going to the gym immediately so I can get that out of the way, and I know I started my day off good with a good workout. But if there's a habit that you're trying to create, this can really assist you in doing that, because if you're waking up a little bit earlier, let's say you want to meditate or you want to do a little bit of meal prep or whatever it is, wake up a little bit earlier to get that done. Now, what if you get tired throughout the day or sacrifice the sleep you usually get, resulting in a sluggish feeling at some point throughout the day. This is something that I firsthand went through. I was waking up earlier, and yes, at first you're going to be a little bit tired while you're getting used to it, but I kind of started to feel tired other days too, or just throughout the day, and I didn't want to because I wanted to be productive and I wanted to get more throughout the day. But this is where mushroom drinks come in, and this is going to be just one tip that I have for you relating to if you do get tired. I'm sure that there's plenty more that you can do if this is the case, and different parts of your life that you can evaluate, but this is why I wanted to talk about the mushroom drinks. So the first time I had one of these drinks, it was called a cognitive coffee, and like I said, it had the mushroom blend in it. It just made me feel so calm and relaxed and happy, and I felt so productive, like I was just so zoned into what I was doing. And there's a reason that people like these drinks so much, and I really think that you should do a little bit of research if you think it might be of interest. But I wanted to do a little bit of research too to see, okay, so what mushrooms should I be drinking for energy or whatever. And I don't know all the science behind it or like the different parts, but I do know that the mushroom chaga, that mushroom is good for giving you energy, so a lot of times they'll recommend it to athletes and stuff like that. Lion's mane is good for energy as well. I believe that one's also really good for your digestive tract as well. Reishi is a very calming mushroom, so a lot of times you'll see it mixed with a drink that you want to drink in the evening or when you want to kind of relax a little bit. So this blend that I have is a mix of all three of those, and it really gives me like a calm energy that I can carry out for a while I'm doing any kind of work. So it doesn't put me to sleep or anything like that. So that's one tip that I will give you. If you are feeling tired throughout the day, look into something that's going to give you a nice natural energy, and that's really good for you. Yep, good stuff. All right, the next tip that I have for you if you are feeling tired throughout the day is to let yourself eat. Naturally, when you start waking up earlier, you're going to have an appetite earlier and you're going to feel hungry earlier, and it's okay to eat. I know for me personally, coming from a very restrictive background, having an eating disorder and all that, I haven't really talked about that much, but I will in the future. And in the past, just trying intermittent fasting and stuff like that. I lost my train of thought. But basically what I'm saying is your body needs energy, and if you're feeling tired, then allow yourself to eat when you feel hungry. Maybe you need an extra boost in the morning when you're waking up early. Let yourself eat, especially if you're going to be going to the gym or starting your day and your activities early. Let yourself eat when you're hungry. Whether or not you eat more, your body needs the energy and fuel. I'm going to start reading this again. Let yourself eat. Your body is telling you that it needs energy. And on this journey of self-love, we want to learn and listen to the signals our bodies are giving us and not be or feel in a state of deprivation. And my second one was mushroom tea. I already told you that. I'll give you some drinks that I like to use with my mushroom blend down below, but I want to get on with this. Okay. Okay. So my second tip for you is going to be, if you already work out or implement a self-care practice at a designated time but want to form a new habit, first replace doing your current practice one time with the new practice. For example, I think it was either yesterday or the morning before. Like I said, normally I go to the gym in the morning, but since I'm trying to get in the habit of doing more yoga, instead of going to the gym, since I had already gone a couple times during the week, I woke up at the same time, but I did a yoga practice instead because I knew I already had the time set aside for it. You're not going to be breaking your habit by stopping that whatever it is one time to try and incorporate time for the new habit that you want to form. Yeah, since you already have a designated time slot. Okay. And two, allow yourself to do it and understand that replacing your current practice one time won't hurt you or change you, and in fact will set you up for long-term success as your new habits form. If you find this new practice something you want to continue to do, at that point you can adjust your schedule in any way possible to fit it in, even if it's only a few times a week. However, the more often you do it, early on, the more likely you are to maintain motivation to form a new habit. Practice, not perfection. So that's about all I have to tell you guys today. So just to reiterate the 2 points that I did say, the first one is to wake up earlier. There's so many reasons why you should. Just do a little bit of research if you want to know more, or feel free to reach out to me because it's something that's new in my life, so I can tell you what it's been like for the first couple of weeks of doing it. And the second one is, if you're already incorporating something into your life on a consistent basis, but you want to try doing something new, just swap them out. Swap them out every now and again so you can start getting a feel for what it would be like to have that new habit in your life. So I hope you guys enjoyed this part 2. There's going to be many more to come. These are all things that I'm figuring out as I go along. But new things are coming up into my mind every day, and I'm so excited to share them with you. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe and like, and we have many more videos to come. Alright guys, bye. For a thumbnail.